I know it's quite a while since I last uploaded my video, but anyway, here I am. So the thing is, I was in Postcast and I just realized that only two metro stations away from here is Qutub Minar, and I have never been there. So I thought, why should not I visit it and make a video about it? So let's go. Okay, I have arrived in Qutub Minar and the entry ticket was 40 rupees per head.
But if you are paying it with debit or credit card, it will be 35 rupees per person. And if you are a foreign tourist, the entry ticket is 600 rupees per person.
It's too hot, but knowing the history and culture of our country is always interesting and fun.
The best time to visit the Qutub Minar is at sunrise or sunset. The whole place looks quite heavenly during these times. Qutub Minar is probably one of the most iconic and recognizable landmark of Delhi and India. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site situated in Delhi, India's capital city. The 73-meter high tower, built by Qutbuddin Aibak in 1193, now stands majestically. A structure with 5 stories, each with balcony jutting out. Red sandstone has been used in the construction of the first 3 stories, while the top two are marble and sandstone. The design and material used are signs of the changing times in which the tower was constructed. Though the Qutub Minar from a distance looks like a plain structure jutting out from the earth, somewhat akin to a giant chimney, a closer look will ensure that you change your mind. The structure is embellished with the inscriptions and the balconies supported by decorative brackets pride a tone of beauty.
As I was exploring Qutub Minar, it just reminded me of the incident where many people died. Just thinking about it, giving me goosebumps.
What happened was on 4th December 1981, a group of excited school children, chattering away to glory, entered the dark staircase that led to the top of the Qutub Minar. Many of them did not return alive. An electric failure had resulted in the staircase being enveloped in darkness, which in turn created The second ruler of Delhi and the successor has been buried in the Qutub Minar complex. The two aspects of this monument fascinated me. The first was the plain Quranic designs around the various arches of tomb, and the second was the absence of ceiling. Reason behind is the tomb was squarish, and if one looked at the ceiling it too will resemble the shape. It is believed that the original dome had fallen and was replaced by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Then I came across a Minar. A Minar looks like a heap of rubble that has fused together. A lot of us might mistake it is a pile of ruins. However, the Alai Minar is the unfinished feat of the Khilji king. Up close, I realized how big that pillar was. It was much wider than the Qutub Minar, and the first story was definitely bigger than the Qutub. Beside the main Qutub Minar, it was the iron pillar, the oldest in this area. The pillar dates back to the age of Chandragupta Maurya, that is 550 AD or earlier. The pillar has Sanskrit inscription that you can read even today. The total height of the pillar is 7.2 meter, of which 93 centimeter is below the ground. It is famous for the rust resistant composition used in its construction. But this was not the pillar's original site. It is said to have been erected from the Udaygiri in Vidisha. This video, and from now I will try to be regular and upload new videos on time. And if you have any question or queries, you can ask me in a comment section. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.